Good morning, friends. Welcome to Dr. PM Techs. This is Dr. Murugesan. In this episode, I am going to concentrate why or how initial weight loss is easier in an obese person. Say an obese person is going in for a weight loss program. The first 2 weeks, he will have a drastic weight loss. Whereas over a period of time, the same diet regimen if he follows, same exercise program if he follows, in spite of that, the weight loss is not as drastic as initial. Initial periods, the weight loss is more. Say he decreases his weight from 80 to 75 kilogram easily. From 75 to 70, it is very, very difficult over a period. Why? Or why the initial weight loss is easier? Initial weight loss is easier because initial 1 or 2 weeks, when a person goes in for a weight loss program, he loses more of glycogen that is stored in the muscle, liver and adipose tissue rather than the fat. The amount of water loss along with the glycogen is also more, because glycogen is lesser, denser and doesn't accumulate much of energy like fatty acid. So, more glycogen is lost for lesser calorie loss, plus the amount of water lost also is more. So, say in first or second week of a weight loss program, the person loses 70% of his body water. You all know 60% of composition of body is made up of water. So, when he loses water initially more, then the weight loss is drastic. Only he loses 20% of fat and 5% of protein. So, mostly it is the water loss and glycogen loss initial periods 1 to 2 weeks. So, the weight loss is more in the first or second week of a weight loss program. Then he goes in for third week, he sustains the same diet and same exercise program, then he starts losing fat. Then it becomes 70% fat, 20% water and 10% protein. Then by the third week he loses almost all the water that he has, which can be lost except water that is must. Then he goes in for third to fourth week of weight loss program, then he starts losing fat. So, he starts losing fat only after fourth week of weight loss program, where the fat contribution is 85% of weight loss and 15% is protein contribution to the weight loss program. So, the initial rapidity of weight loss cannot be targeted in the third or fourth week, where the weight loss is lesser, because fat is concentrated form of energy and fat doesn't go along with water loss, whereas along with glycogen water also is lost, but along with fat loss water is not lost, water is lost already. That is why the initial benefits are more, and it is encouraging to a person who is going in for a weight loss program, but he should not become disheartened later on. When the weight loss percentage is less, he should increase his physical activity, he should be more intense, and his aim should be to improve the muscle mass and thus get more calorie loss because of his increased basal metabolic rate thereof. That is why a persistent, intense physical effect is the key for a good weight loss program. Thank you, friends.